CK, Charles Blow wrote yesterday in the New York Times that as white males, McMichael and Rittenhouse were given passes others don't get, able to scoff at the rules without thinking that they would face any repercussions. With the eyes of the country on these trials, do you think we're getting any closer to holding violent white men accountable?
I hate to be the voice of pessimism. I don't think we're getting closer. I think we're just touching the surface. Every day we make more progress, but there's so much work that we have to do to level the playing field. So much more work. If we just look at the demeanor in the courtroom in the Kyle Rittenhouse case, who's ever heard of having a defendant who is being accused of murdering two people and injuring another and endangering other people, able to choose who the alternates are going to be in a random lottery, so close to the court officers, just like we're in a kumbaya fest, all of us loving each other together. This is a double murder trial. What are we talking about? So no, we have a lot of work to do. If you imagine for a moment if that were a young black man, first of all, he probably would have come out in in his orange suit because he would have been coming from the jail cell. He probably would not have had one of the best jury consultants in the country. He would not have had this dream team of defense lawyers, all of that. So I think we have a long ways to go to level the playing field, but there is an incremental of progress.
He probably wouldn't be on trial if it was a young black man. He'd probably be dead, and he would have been shot on the scene in Kenosha and not be able to go home to his bed and sleep at night and get, the whole thing's absurd.
Okay, Rittenhouse, Raggy, whatever.
Oh, sir.
Hands on the pocket, please.
Me, Your Honor. Sorry about the hands.
Negroes. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, it was defense.
Oh, man.
He moved and came bum rushing.
Just as I suspected.
Just let it go.
Yep, you're going to jail.
What?
You're going to jail.
What do you mean?
The black ass is going to jail. Don't worry about nothing.
What?
I don't have to look at the
Excuse me,
case.
sir?
It's going to be ass clapping. Ass clapping all night. Yes, indeed. Just like that. You're doing a great job.
No. But it was defense.
See you later.
No.
Life, motherfucker.
No. Get off
Black
me.
people.
Get off me.
Yeah, and I've heard some people say if Kyle Rittenhouse was a black man, this would be very different. Fair or unfair commentary? What do you think?
I think it's very fair commentary, and I think it would have been different that night, to be quite honest. We see Kyle Rittenhouse walking by the police officers, with this huge gun strapped to him, and he's allowed to leave. And I do think we see over and over a law enforcement interaction with black men that are extremely aggressive when the black man is unarmed. I don't think we would have seen him walk away at that point. He might have had a more serious altercation with the law enforcement that night. Never mind how the public may have viewed a subsequent trial.
So, guys, what you guys just saw right there was the left-wing media basically saying if Kyle Rittenhouse was black, he would have either been shot, arrested, or he would not have got a fair trial like Kyle Rittenhouse has. So, apparently there was another trial that went on the exact same day that Kyle Rittenhouse got acquitted that apparently left-wing media does not want to talk about. If you guys have been hearing the whole narrative,
if Kyle Rittenhouse was black, he would have been shot, he would have been arrested, he would have been beat down like Rodney King.
But this new story that left-wing media does not want to talk about is really hysterical to me. How they want to depict this. If you guys know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about right here. A black man who fired at deputies in self-defense acquitted on same day as Kyle Rittenhouse. When the gunman ended, what they're talking about is a guy named Andrew Coffey IV. Yeah, Andrew Coffey IV, nicknamed AJ, 23 years old. Let's go on with a story about what happened. A jury found Andrew A.J. Coffey IV, a black man not guilty of second-degree felony murder, 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer by discharging a firearm, a 1 count of shooting or throwing a deadly missile on Friday. The same day, Rittenhouse was found not guilty of all charges. At least 14 law enforcement officers, including SWAT team members in camouflage pants and shirts with SWAT on the sleeves, arrived at the Coffey home in Gifford, Florida, around 5 a.m. on March 19, 2017. The 27-year-old shooter's father, Andrew Coffey III, opened the front door to the house and was taken into police custody by the arriving officers, according to Vero News. Before entering the house, deputies yelled, "Sheriff's Office search warrant," according to witness statements. Coffey IV told the court he was asleep at the time and woke up believing he was being robbed. The defense said Coffey also thought the use of flashbangs was gunfire and that he was under attack. So, guys, that instinct right there, saying you don't know what, saying it's the middle of the night, you don't know what's going. No, I'm sorry, it's early in the morning, 5 o'clock. You don't know what's going on. You hear somebody banging at your door. You hear some scuffling. So, I'm guessing this guy went and grabbed his gun, his rifle, and he decided to open fire on police because he didn't know what the hell was going on. He said he spotted what appeared to be a rifle sticking through an open bedroom window pointed at him. That's when he fired a .45 caliber pistol out of the window, shooting at Indian River County Sheriff's Department, according to WPBF. The deputies returned fire with over a dozen rounds shot towards the bedroom, according to court records. Coffey's 21-year-old girlfriend, Alteria Woods, was caught in the crossfire and shot dead after she was struck by bullets fired by the officers during the SWAT operation, according to medical examiners. In the eldest Coffey's bedroom, deputies said authorities discovered marijuana cigarettes, crack cocaine, 10 hydromorphone pills, and 1 oxycodone pill. The young Coffey was charged with a murder in connection with his girlfriend's death, as well as attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Coffey's attorney Adam Krizan explained that the defense team was able to successfully argue in court that there was a overreaction and overreach by the sheriff's department during the early morning 2017 drug raid. So, the left wing media wants to depict this as if Rittenhouse was black, he would have been charged or he would have been shot dead. And here's a black man who got charged with a murder crime in 2017, claimed it was self-defense, and he got off. I don't hear not one left-wing media outlet talk about this. I may be wrong here. If I am wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments below. But this guy who was a young teenager at the time, he thought he was being robbed. He heard a loud banging in like 5 o'clock in the morning, and he heard his dad and he heard somebody at his front door arguing. So he decided to grab his .45, go out of his room, and then he saw a long barrel. That's when he decided to go into defensive mode because he didn't know what the hell was going on. Guys, I'm good. See, in instances like this, I say that guy Andrew Coffey IV. I say he was right in this one because you don't know what the hell you ain't know what the hell was going on in the morning. You ain't want to take no chances. You heard loud banging, and you heard your father and some other guy at your front door arguing, probably about to get into a little fight, stuff like that. So this kid, this is actually a self-defense right here, because if this guy was a thug who knew what was going on, he would have opened fire just like that. But instead, he was a young kid who was confused about the situation. It was early in the morning, and he thought he was getting robbed because who else would be coming at your house early in the morning, except if you're trying to rob somebody. So if Kyle Rittenhouse was black narrative, he would have got a severely unfair trial. But it shows here that this kid, this guy, this black man who shot at police, apparently there was one casualty, which is not a good thing. But he fired at the police. The police fired back, killing Coffey's girlfriend, and he got off with a self-defense charge. So the whole Democrat narrative, if Rittenhouse was black, it would have been a different story. But according to This story from Florida, not so much. The story would not have been any different. So it's not. So it's about the. So it's not about race in this situation. It's about how well your defense attorney is and what actually transpired that day. It's not if Kyle Rittenhouse was black, he would have got chased by all these white people, probably getting beat down, trying to have these white people grab your gun, beat you in the head with a skateboard. But if that was really the story that they wanted to push, that they are trying to push, if Rittenhouse was black, then this is not the story that they want to talk about right here. But guys, I'm just one opinion, all right? If you guys like I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.